Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn about Linux and Linux commands. So Linux, as many of you might be familiar with, it's an operating system. It is Unix-like operating system, not Unix-based like Apple. This was developed by a Finnish tech guy from Finland, Linus Torvalds, and he released the OS as open source OS, and now we have many famous distributions of Linux. Few of the popular ones are Red Hat, SUSE Linux, Fedora, that's my favorite, and Ubuntu, that's very friendly and very easy for newbies to get started in Linux. So in this tutorial, we are going to learn about commands in Linux. As you know, Linux does not come with GUI by default. Okay, graphical user interface by default. Okay, but now the distributions have them packaged into it. But ideally, when you go for Linux server and other server side use of Linux, most of them don't have a GUI installed. So that's why we have to learn Linux commands. And again, these commands help you to automate a lot of things that you do on a day-to-day basis on Linux. So that's one of the beauty in learning Linux commands. And I promise you that once you learn the commands, you will actually even start to think why GUI for doing some of the things. For example, most of the Linux distributions have a package management repository. So if you want a software, you don't really need to even open your browser. You can just type some commands that would search the repository and get you the software, and you can install it. So it's very popular, and so let's get started. Our approach to this course is not like the regular courses where they teach you each command. Okay, so we have divided that into multiple sections. So first thing is command about commands. So we are going to teach you the basic commands that you can use to find the command that you really need. And the second is obviously directory commands, permission commands, file commands, and then there are command operators. And the next one is apt commands, which is actually Debian specific, Debian distribution specific commands, which is used to install software packages and also upgrade your distribution to the next version or something. And then last we are going to see process commands. So let's get started. In this session we will cover just the first part, that is command about commands. Okay, command about commands. So a quick note about the commands. Commands are case sensitive, so are the file names too. Okay, and commands have switches and parameters. The switches have hyphen and then the character or the word, and then parameters can be anything, file name, process ID, or anything. So we will see that. And again, file names are case sensitive in Linux, so just be careful with that. That's for newbies from Windows, that's like a hurdle to get over. So the man command. So manual command is a command that will display details about a command. This will display details about a command in a very lengthy version. Okay, so it displays all the switches that is used by a command. Okay, and then the best example that I can give you is tip I can give you is read the manual for a command at least 3 times whenever you use it in the beginning. So the more times you read it, you will understand or get new points out of the command. And then the man command, the way to use it is type man space, and then if you know the Linux command, type the name of the command, and it would get you the manual. And to search within the manual page, okay, you can type / and then enter your search text and press enter. It will highlight the search term to quit the manual pages, you can just type Q. Okay, so that's what the man command is. This is the basic command. Almost all the Linux commands have a manual page. Okay, but if you still want, if you see something that is missing, you can go ahead and develop one and submit it to Linux archive. Okay, the projects, whichever project you want. So this is how the command will look like. So this is how the command will look like. Again, you open a terminal in Linux. Okay, and that's where you type all the commands. So once you open and start typing it, okay, I typed the same command man ls, and then it says ls means list directory contents, and then options and files. Okay, and then it says what are the options available. Okay, so in Linux, one of the things is if a file name starts with dot, it means it's a hidden file. Okay, so again you can see the -a or -all, okay, will display even the hidden files. Okay, so this is how it is. Okay, and then to search, you type / and then type some things, string that you want, and then it highlights where it is in the manual page. Info. The info command is also an alternative to the manual command. It is very similar, okay, but it displays the details about a command in a very non-technical and very simple terms. It's for somebody who is even new to computers. Okay, so as you can read the description, it is a very lengthy description so that people can understand in depth what the ls command is. Okay, so read, again, same tip like manual, read the info page for a command at least 3 times whenever you use it. And then again, to search within the information page, same things, type / and then enter the text and then press enter. Okay, and then you can also use regular expressions to search the information pages. Okay, if you don't know, that's fine, we will discuss that when we do the PHP thing. And then to quit, just press Q. Okay, and then apropos. Okay, this is a very useful command, one of my favorites. When I started using Linux, it helped me a lot. This is the command that will provide you the list of commands that may be relevant to what you are trying to do. Okay, for example, you are trying to partition your hard disk or something, and you want to find out which command to use. So you can type apropos partition, and then it will give you the list of commands that may be relevant for what you are trying to do. Okay, so you can see about partition, there's add part command, also have cfdisk, cddisk. Okay, so this is a command that you will be using as a beginner a lot to understand or find out what command you exactly need to use. And again, the way you use this command is you find out a command and then read the info about that command to understand that that's exactly what you want to use before you do it. So be careful, don't just go by this one-line title. Instead, go ahead and get the command name and read that by manual or information. And then what is a command that provides one-line description about a command. Okay, so it's just one line. So you may be using it, but you just got confused, so you just want a quick hint about a command. So go ahead and use what is and then this one, so it will give you one-line descriptions. Okay, so again, you can use apropos to find it and then quickly use what is to get a short description and then use it. And then where is a very important. So where is, this is the command that provides where the command is actually located on the disk. Okay, so where is println? So it says it's in user bin println. Okay, commands are usually present in this, either user /bin, that means anybody in the system can use it, or user /sbin, which is only admin can use it. So the command also outputs all links to the command. For example, some commands, they get upgraded. Okay, so then they actually provide a link so that when somebody types the old version of the command name, it is redirected to the new version of the command. whiches. So whiches is a command that also provides the location of the command on the system without any links attached to it. Okay, whether it is getting forwarded or not, it just provides where the exact file is, command is. So which is ps, it says it's in bin ps. Okay. And then type is a command that lists the default switches added to the command. Even though you type the command without any switch, the commands by default add a switch when they execute, and you have to be aware of it. Sometimes you may not get the expected output. It's because the command adds some switches by default, and it messes up your program. Okay, so for example, if you type ls ls is aliased to, it adds a flag called color equal to auto, so that it can highlight the colors for files directories separately. Okay, so the alternative to the type command is actually alias command that also does that. Okay, and then we are done with the first part of the session, so we will start with the next one in the next session. Thank you. See you.